Hello everybody, this is Furniture Bob here, and welcome to the guide to the 2019 NASCAR Skittles Cup Series season. Yes indeed, since we are now at the halfway point in the season and 2019 is upon us, we are now switching over from the 2018 stuff over to the 2019 stuff. And that means a slightly changed up roster, a few other changes here and there, and overall something that is interestingly new. So to start out, let's now give you the roster. For Snowboard Racing, it's number 61 of Mr. Lighty, number 51 of Mr. Lighty's brother, and the number 0 of Derper. For Chip Ganassi Racing, with a slight change, Jamie McMurray, who drove the number 1 last season, has now decided to call it quits and is now going into retirement, and his replacement will be Kurt Busch, and he will pilot the number 1 car for the remainder of the season. As number 42, that's still Kyle Larson's ride. For Team Penske, it's still the number 2 of Brad Keselowski, number 22 of Joe Logano, and number 12 of Ryan Blaney. For Childress Racing, it's still number 3 of Austin Dillon, number 31 of Ryan Newman. However, the team now has an addition and it is expanding to 3 cars for the remainder of the season, with the number 8 of rookie Daniel Hemrick. Daniel Hemrick raced for Richard Childress Racing in the NASCAR Siemens National Series back in 2017, and now he is back in NASCAR in the form of the NASCAR Skittles Cup Series in this car. And since Jamie McMurray is not going to retirement, Daniel Hemrick will be taking over his points, and Daniel Hemrick will run for where Jamie McMurray's points standings was before, and will compete for Jamie McMurray's points in the rest of the season. I hope that sounded really clear. I know what I said was just sounded like a complete mess, but if you somehow got an understanding of what I just said, then good for you. For Stardust Racing, still number 4 of Kevin Harvick, number 10 of Eric Almirola, and number 14 of Clint Bowyer. However, now that Kurt Busch has made it over to Chip Ganassi Racing, Daniel Suarez has now taken over Kurt Busch's old spot, Stardust Racing, and he is now driving the 41. Now that Suarez has a new ride and a new team, let's see if he can continue to perform and maybe even get a win eventually. Now it's YouTube Motorsports, still with number 5 of Bank Coaches and number 06 of the Real Xbox Nerd. So far these guys have shown impressive stats throughout the season, but we still have halfway to go, so let's see how much more they can do before season's end. For Hendrick Motorsports, it's the number 9 of Chase Elliott, number 24 of the rookie William Byron, number 48 of Jimmy Johnson, now with a different sponsor, and number 88 of Alex Bowman. For StarCom Racing, it's still the 00 of Lenny Castle, number 00 of Jeffrey Earnhardt, number 00 of Joey Gase, number 99 of Derek Cope, and number 99 of Garrett Smithley. For Joe Gibbs Racing, it's still number 11 of Denny Hamlin, number 18 of Kyle Busch, and number 20 of Eric Jones. However, once again, things have swapped over, and now that Dennis Suarez is at Stewart Racing, Martin Truex Jr. will now take over number 19 at Joe Gibbs Racing. As you know, last season, Martin Truex Jr. raced the number 78 car for FedEx World Racing, but due to some expenses and some super high costs, FedEx World Racing was forced to cease all operations, and so now FedEx World Racing is now completely and utterly dead. But Martin Truex Jr.'s career, however, is far from dead, and he will continue that at Joe Gibbs Racing, driving the car that Daniel Suarez drove the previous season. And now, of course, we come to Joe Bob Motorsports with the number 13 of Frontto Bobbin. Of course, this year, Frontto Bobbin was originally planning on expanding and bringing his 2 rookie drivers up here to the team here in the Cup Series to, boost performance. But of course, due to some circumstances, that is not going to happen this season, and Frontto Bobbin will still be the only car at Joe Bob Motorsports. But seriously, we honestly don't have to worry about that, because Frontto Bobbin, I mean, he's just been the class of the field, 7 wins, several points in the lead. I think Frontto Bobbin is good for the rest of the season, and at this point in time, Frontto Bobbin, he's got nothing really to worry about. At least not now he doesn't. Not to the playoffs, at least. We'll see how Frontto Bobbin does when the playoffs arrives, but I think everyone has super high expectations for him, as they should. Now we come to Wood Brothers Racing with the number 21 of Paul Menard, followed by Rich Petty Motorsports with number 43 of Bubba Wallace, and Scuderia Ferrari with number 44 of Mommy, Bream Motorsports with number 55 of Reed Sorensen, Team Danger 6 with number 73 of Danger 6, and Silly Motorsports with the 000 of Can't Drive, and Solo Motorsports number 1 with Tim Tom, Nia, Rebecca, Gudrun, and Percy Serp, and Solo Motorsports number 2 with Duck, Donald, Douglas, and Oliver. And there you go. For the most part, the roster is very similar to the 2018 season, but I still have to remake this bit for the slight changes in teams and drivers that I mentioned in this video. Of course, though, that's not the only change in a way, I suppose, as Ford has decided to now drop the Ford Fusion and bring up the Ford Mustang. So now all Ford drivers in the Skills Cup Series will now be driving the Ford Mustang, which is an awesome looking car. Let's see how many wins that car can get with the remainder of the season. Not only that, but a slightly different aero package. You may have noticed that the 2019 cars have a bigger spoiler compared to 2018 cars. This, however, won't really have an effect in aerodynamics. It's just to make the cars look a bit cooler, maybe look a bit more like race cars. Because the spoiler that they had for the 2018 season was so small that might as well not even be there. This bigger spoiler should make the cars look a bit more cool, although that'll be up to you. And there you go. That is all the changes going in from the 2018 season to the 2019 NASCAR Skills Cup Series season. However, this won't be directly called the 2019 season. This will be referred as the 2018-19 season. Due to the fact that this is entirely a completely new season, this is really just a continuation of a season from the previous year. So the points won't be altered in any single way. They will continue as they did after race number 17, and they will stay that way all the way until season's end. Of course, though, the big changes and sausages and things are going to come in the 2020 season, but we'll of course talk about that next year. As for this year, there you go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the season. That is all for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.